Hello, North Country soccer fans, and welcome to playoff soccer here at the George Brendler Field. This is where the season gets very, very interesting because if you lose, you go home. If you win, you move on to the next round. It is the 1st of November 2012, the day after Halloween, and we are at the George Brendler Field. It's not a bad day. We're at the post-Hurricane Sandy era, and we were very lucky that we prepared for it. We didn't get anything. We hoped for the best, and we did get the best. And so the games should have been played earlier, Monday and Tuesday. We have another game after this. The boys are playing Scroon Lake in the semis. This is semifinal action. The winner moves on to the championship on Saturday to the Plattsburgh High School complex. And on camera, it's not the founding father himself. It is our commentary, insightful guy, Joe the Fish Poisson, has taken on different roles this year. And he's, Joe, we can't thank you enough for doing that for Calvin. And Chazy and Moriah, this is the game that's happening right here as you're watching it right now. Chazy and Moriah have played twice this year. Chazy winning here at the George Brendler Field 3-1. They went up to Moriah, or down to Moriah, to the Vikings field. They won that game 3-1. Moriah comes into this game with a 2-10-1 record. Chazy comes in with a 14-2 record. They won the division, and there's a hard shot, and there's a save by Baker, and a good opportunity there, Joe, by the Vikings. And that would have been number 12, Reagan Pratt, ripped that ball, and Moriah is here to play. So their record is pretty deceiving as they're coming out early here and they're taking it to the Eagles.
True. Joey, do you remember their record? You just mentioned it.
It was 2-10-1, and Chazy's record's 14-2.
And they're not playing like a two-win team at the moment.
No, they aren't. And Chazy, of course, is the two-time defending champion, but Chazy hasn't played for a week and a half. So I'm sure they're a little rusty not having any games. They did a lot of practices, obviously. But as you know, Joe, practice is a lot different than a game situation.
Yeah, especially playoffs. You know, it's just the way it works. And right here is a good spot for the Vikings to get a good chance. And Baker comes up.
Baker's there
again. But, you know, Chazy, they're backing their heels a little bit. It's early in the game. We're only a couple minutes into it. And like you said, there's some rustiness. They got to pull off the old guitar strings and get to playing some Chazy soccer.
Well, and one thing on that hard shot that Baker made the save, she's got to be careful for those rebounds that come out, because if there was a player there, they could have pounced on that. And right now, Chazy has it in Moriah territory. And it is number 22, Olivia Blaze, battling for the ball, does a nice job hustling back, but a good clear by number 15 for the Vikings, Lauren Brace. And she gets it up over to Desimone. Back to center field. It's picked up by Kinnan Latchmore. She switches fields. She's trying to get it onto the foot of Bailey Pepper, who has moved up from the defensive spot, and Pepper pushes it up trying to find Hannah Lauren. Lauren has some good speed, pushes it up over to Pombrio. Pombrio gets it to the 18, but it's picked up by Slattery, and Slattery's a real popular name down in Moriah.
It is true. Then Slattery's down there for
I can remember.
Probably just like Trombley's and Chazy.
Like forever. Generations among generations, and right now it is controlled by the Eagles. It is Lauren chipping it in, but there's a wall of Vikings there. Coming over is Blaze. Blaze will be guarded by number 15, Brace. She tries to get by Brace, and it's kicked out of bounds by the defense, and that would have been Morgan Meacham knocking the ball out for the Vikings. We're early here in the first half. It's playoff soccer. Winner moves on, loser goes home. Chazy looking to try to make it to the sectional championship on Saturday, as well as Moriah is. And Joe, early on in all the different brackets, we've been seeing a lot of upsets here this year in all the different brackets.
Yeah, you're right, Joe.
I know Joe is focusing. He's not himself here with his commentary. He's really focusing on the camera. And there's a shot, and it goes wide, and that was a rip by Pepper. So nice opportunity there, going wide.
Oh, but you are right. There's been a few upsets, but you know, Chazy is playing on the George Brendler Field, their home field, and they got to be heavy favorites with that winning record. They won the Division II this year, going with only the one loss to Lake Placid.
And they are, and their other loss was Plattsburgh High School at the Mary Latchmore Be the Match tournament in Labor Day weekend.
And both those teams, I think, are playing for their section championships, right? PHS did the girls.
PHS
they will be playing here tomorrow, November 2nd, at 5 o'clock, and Lake Placid is playing Northern Adirondack.
No, Lake Placid lost to Northern Adirondack in an upset 1-0.
That's the boys, right?
I'm talking the girls. And the boys, I think, are playing...
No, the Northern Adirondack boys got beat by Seton.
Wait, Seton's playing Lake Placid for the C championship.
For the boys.
Tonight, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
The boys in the girls Class C are playing tonight. And that is where Calvin is, down in the PHS field. Oh, that was a nice pass,
So we
actually.
have all kinds of soccer. And here comes a Pombrio. Pombrio has some space, and she's fast. Pombrio rips a shot, and Lauren Cross was there. But nice move by Pombrio.
Great move. Nice pass to her. Nice feed. Who fed her that ball? It's hard for me to see.
I'm thinking it was Pepper that got her the ball, but I'm not 100% sure. Blaze battling the ball. She's battling Snyder. Blaze trying to get to the ball, trying to keep it in. It goes off of Snyder. And the officials tonight, Joe, we have Jimmy Karen here on the near sideline. The official would be Gary Kaiser. And on the far side, the line is Jason Jabba. And like you said, he's been all over the place from E-Town to Moriah to California. I couldn't follow the whole storyline there.
He's a nice man. I met him in the parking lot and had a good, nice little conversation with him. And he was pumped up to come here. He drove over 100 miles.
Where did he come from?
I believe he came from the Southern Tier someplace.
Well, he wanted to come up to this field to officiate?
Well, I think they were assigned. And he took the assignment, and he was a soccer player from California, moved to Moriah, became a football player, and he kicked the winning field goal one year when they beat PHS, Class D school, beating a Class B school, and he's been officiating soccer. He says this is his 5th year, so.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Well,
seems like a nice man, a real nice guy.
So that's Jason Java. It's from the Southern Tier. So they do a 3-man rotation in playoffs in the semifinals and finals, and of course, if you move on to regional play or state championship play, there is always a 3 official team out there. And our officials do very well down there, Joe. They're very well skilled, and they do a good job.
They do. It is a tough job being an official.
He didn't.
That was no call.
Oh, wow, that was a little surprise. Kaiser was right there. I'm not quite sure. I guess he figures it's playoff soccer, so as you say, Joe, put the teacups away. It's playoff soccer.
That is a fact.
Yeah, I can roll back that tape down to Middletown when you said that before, and the boys put teacups away, and they won that year.
I do get excited occasionally, and it is fun. I never stop being a fan.
No, absolutely not. And there it's cleared into Chazy territory, and Hacks had a wonderful year back there for the Lady Eagles. She heads it up over to Kinnan Latchmore. Latchmore pushes it up over to Pombrio. Pombrio one-times it up over to Pepper. Bailey Pepper on the far sideline with some good speed. She's being challenged by Pelkey. Nice play, and it's cleared back out to the open space onto the foot of the Vikings. And it looks like it's Sprague, another popular name down in Moriah. Ball toward the middle of the field here, and it's controlled by number 2. That is Marissa St. Pierre. But now it's picked up by Pepper. Pepper pushes it up over to
midfield, didn't she?
Yes, she did. And she's got Pombrio. Pombrio has it knocked away. Gilmore has a hard shot here. She gets it off. Pombrio gets the shot, or Courtney Gilmore, gets a shot off. It goes wide of the net. So Chazy, after that, starting off slow for the first 3 minutes, seem to be getting settled into their game right now.
How much time do we have left in this first half?
31-19.
And still 0-0 with the shots on goal. What are they figuring?
Chazy 2-1. I think it's actually 2-2.
Okay.
They missed one down there.
I believe so.
But there's the goal kick and a battle on the far sideline, and Pepper trying to keep it in, and it goes off of Pepper, and it will be a throw-in for Pelkey. Pelkey of Moriah getting the ball toward midfield. Stepping it up defensively is Polomsky. Polomsky with some speed, now working away in the offensive zone, chipping it to the corner, but nobody is there. And it is a corner kick. It actually went off the defense, so a corner kick for Chazy.
It's a good chance. See what they can do with it. Moriah's going to have to defend well. There's no secret to it. What you just have to do is, if you're defending, you just have to clear it. Don't let the ball land, because it is slippery. We're here at the George Brendler Field, and it's we've had a lot of rain. Like you mentioned, Hurricane Sandy. And
there's a shot. Going wide. It went off the head of Lauren. Nice feed by Kinnan Latchmore into the box. An opportunity going by the wayside.
Well, you mentioned Hurricane Sandy devastating parts of the northeast downstate away from us, and we were spared that. And this field I'm going to say one more nice thing about Brian Norcross. His field is great.
Oh, it's in perfect
It is in really nice condition, and we're very fortunate to have him to maintain it. He does a great job.
We have St. Pierre, Marissa St. Pierre here on the near sideline being challenged by Hack. She pushes it up, and you have Miss Cool, Megan Reynolds, getting the ball there in the sweeper position, and Coach Trombley took Megan from the offensive area and put her back into that sweeper position. And if you look at what she has, you have Megan at the sweeper position. You have, I think, who's the stopper right now? Is it Kenan Latchmore, stopper?
No, that looks like Snide.
Oh, Abby Snide is in the stopper position, and then you have Amber Polomsky and Hack. That's a very experienced defense back there for the Eagles.
They're all just good players.
Yeah, they can play any position, really.
You know, they're a young team, too. Chazy's Eagles are a very young team this year with only 3 seniors. So, you know, Coach Trombley's bringing back a ton of talent for next year.
Yes, he is.
And that's, you know, bodes good things. Usually you bring back as many kids with the experience that they're gaining and taking first place in the division, and it's just good. You got to be happy as a coach.
Well, Moriah has come here to play. They didn't come here to lay down, and they played Chazy twice this year. And again, their record is deceiving. I'm surprised it's only 2-10-1.
Yeah, I mean, I'm watching these young ladies here. They play hard. They're trying to do the right things, and this is a big field here at the George Brendler Field, and we're going to see if that's going to work to Chazy's advantage. They can just wear them down.
Well, right now you have Haley Snyder, trying to get it into Chazy territory, and she does. And it is picked up by Olivia Blaze. Blaze coming to the near sideline, pushing up, trying to find Lauren. Gets past her, and it's picked up by number 14, Slattery. Another popular name down from Willowsboro. So we got Moriah. The Spragues, or Moriah, I mean, we have the Slatteries and the, what's the other popular name I said down there? Cross. And then
here's a good spot right here. You better quit worrying about names.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at the roster here. All right, well, here's an opportunity here for the Vikings. Anytime you have a set play outside the 18, it can be dangerous. And it's just outside the box, knocked out by Latchmore, popped up by St. Pierre, and that ball will stay in. Now it was headed out by number 20, Pelkey. So it'll be a goal kick here for Chazy. And I was thinking of Slattery is what I was thinking.
How come I'm doing double duty here? You do not put this amount of pressure even on the...
I always talk to Calvin.
The Godfather. Not like this, Joey. Not like this.
But the Godfather is not the fish.
But the Godfather has a lot more experience.
You're doing a great job with
this. Very well experienced.
I mean, you had... kind of the Sean Rogers approach when you first did the first couple games, but now you've got it settled down.
The Sean Rogers approach is...
It was a little bouncy and stuff.
Shaky and out of focus.
I should give Sean a little dig. He's not here. I'll give him a little dig. He'll laugh when he hears this.
You know what? Maybe we can get Sean up here for the boys' game. That'd be good to see him.
Come on up.
I'd like to see Sean up here.
Yeah, we'll get Sean up, and you can actually focus on the game. Sean and I
that would be, you know what?
I bet you love that. Well, here comes Chazy. We get off our caboose here. It's Lauren. And there's a defensive there, and Chazy seems to be taking the shots from the outside.
Yeah. Well, that's you know what that is. It's decent defending on Moriah's part.
Well, there's 4 or 5 girls back there.
Yeah, they're bringing it back, but they're defending well. When they have to, they're that last third of the field. So.
Well, the ball is cleared up toward midfield, and back there is Polomsky. She sends a booming kick up, and it was just knocked out of bounds. So it'll be a throw in here for the Vikings. And it's D. Simone with the throw in. Goes off of the head of one of her players at midfield, picked up by Gilmore. Gilmore chips it up, trying to find Pombrio, but back there defensively is D. Simone. She'll take the throw in here for the Vikings, and it goes on to the foot of number 20 out there. That would have been Pelkey, Caitlin Pelkey, but it goes off of her, so a throw in here for the Eagles.
Is the wind really blowing that hard? It seems like the plays...
The flag's flapping pretty good.
A lot of plays on that side of the far side of the field.
Well, the report did say a south wind, southeast wind, which is kind of blowing in the favor of Moriah, actually. Here in the first half, but their fans are ready for this game. They got Viking signs all over there, Joe. And
we hone in on that.
Yeah, man,
those are nice signs.
They're very nice signs, and I don't know if they've got him from the football team and they brought him up for the soccer team, but they're, hey,
very nice sons.
I like the community spirit they have over there, and that's great. They come out to support their girls.
They do support their sports very
they
strongly in Moriah. They always have.
Blaze, and Blaze elected to try to take the shot. I thought she might have been able to take it in, but she was guarded very well. So with 24:42 to go, it's a goal kick here for the Vikings. It was number 14, Sarah Slaughter, who's right on her. So that's why. There's a collision.
Yeah, they're gonna call a charge on Hack on that one.
Yeah, that was But we locked out Ken Drake here. Poor Ken trying to get in here, and the door's locked up. When Joe's here, he lets Ken. I apologize. Joe doesn't let anybody into his house here. You think Joe's paying the mortgage up? Well, you kind of are. You pay school taxes.
I'd have to say so, sure. We won't even charge Ken anything tonight.
No, Ken's one of our guests. Always welcome up here at the George Brendler Field press box.
Nice to see you at the girls' game here, Ken, tonight.
Yes. I didn't know they had a team. Oh, there's a nice cross. And it's caught by Lauren Cross. And Coach Trombley will be glad that she's getting some coverage here tonight.
I'm sure she will. I'm with the favorite TV station.
And the ball is in Chazy territory, or in Moriah territory, and it's picked up by Lauren. Lauren trying to split the defense. Stepping up is Latchmore, but a good job by number 14, Slaughtery, but now taken away by Latchmore. And it's cleared out to the far sideline, and it will go out of bounds. It went off of number 3, Taylor Sprague. So a throw in here for the Eagles.
You know, while we're at it, we can let's put if you guys could donate to Calvin so he could get a new tripod.
Okay.
This tripod is extremely loose.
So Joe is shaking his shaky hands on the tripod.
I am blaming this on the tripod.
So that's like me blaming my errant drives on the driver in golf.
Well, you can use it any way you want.
Well, a big booming kick into the Chazy end, but Megan Reynolds just chips it back to midfield, over to Latchmore, over to Gilmore. Nice footwork, pass work here by the Eagles. Trying to find Lauren, and coming off the line. Good play by Cross. Lauren Cross comes out to get to the ball first, and she chips it out really quickly, and it's controlled by the Vikings here at midfield. It's number 24, Snyder. Snyder will now send it up, and there is Megan Reynolds. She's there as a sweeper, does a nice job. Now she'll work her way toward midfield. It's Reynolds now switching fields, going all the way up, trying to find Pepper, and it goes out of her range, out of bounds on the sideline, so throw in here for the Vikings. Checking into the game is Lindsay Gilmore. She was called up from the JVs, and number 17, Heather Curran.
Lindsay Gilmore?
Yep.
She's a 7th grader, 8th grader?
Lindsay is number 17. Is it 17? No, number 3. Number 3. Yes, Lindsay Gilmore, the 7th grader. She was
excellent
modified player, went up only 3 games into the season to the JV level, and now moved up to varsity. So she's played all 3 levels.
1 year.
In 1 year. Here it is. Gilmore's got some nice speed, and it's Courtney's sister, and it is a corner. So nice speed by Gilmore, Lindsay Gilmore.
First touch as a varsity player, and she creates something. That's great.
So heading over is Latchmore to take the corner kick here, and that just shows you the depth of the girls' program that Coach Trombley feels confident to put in.
Trust.
The player right here in the semifinals. And there's a nice, I don't know, I thought it was going to be nice, but it goes out of bounds, so there's an opportunity wasted. But she has a lot of confidence in that 7th grader to put her in a semifinal match in the playoffs.
How much time do we have left, Jeff?
Well, we're 20 minutes and 44 seconds, so we've got through almost the first half. We have no score, and again, these were surprisingly, I won't say surprisingly, they were 2 tough games during the regular season. Chazy came out on top.
Both 3-1.
Both 3-1 games. But as you can see, Moriah has come here to play. They didn't come here to be a stepping block here for the Eagles. If the Eagles want to win this game, they're going to have to earn it, and Moriah's done a good job here in the first 20 minutes of the first half.
Nice move by Pepper.
And here comes Pepper. She has some nice speed, but good defense by DeSimone. And Pepper pushing it out to Gilmore. Gilmore trying to get a shot off. and it goes off of number 3, Lindsey Gilmore. So it's a goal kick here for the Vikings. But some nice stuff there by the Eagles.
Well, you have Pepper, an 8th grader. You have Gilmore, a 7th grader.
Yes.
Is that how it works?
That's how it works.
It's not a bad deal. Yeah. Okay. You're going to be hearing about these young ladies for a while.
Yeah, we'll be calling their names, for a few years. And stepping up there was Polomsky. And the ball is controlled by the Vikings. Snide over to Polomsky. Polomsky chips it up. Stepping up are the Vikings, but it's picked up by Latchmore. Kenan Latchmore with the ball. Switch fields trying to find Blaze. Gets through Blaze, and it's Gilmore. Lindsey Gilmore has some nice speed. It's Gilmore. Gilmore trying to finish, and she just goes wide. And the 7th grader in her first varsity game at the JV level just mispaid her on that one, Joe.
She had time to take an extra touch. She was a little excited.
Well, that'd be a rookie mistake there, but my God, what an opportunity.
In a year or two, that ball's buried.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe next year that ball's buried.
You can see it, so it's just a matter of the nerves, and I don't blame her.
Well, Polomsky trying to clear it back in. That was the best opportunity in the first half for the Eagles. We have Shelby Gagno checking into the game right now, and she is calling for Hannah Lauren, so Lauren will check out of the game. Shelby Gagno going into the game.
I'm going to move this down here just a little bit, Joe.
Okay, we're crowding up here.
Yeah. Well, you're crowding Ken, you know.
I'm crowding Ken, yeah.
You are.
I'm good.
Okay.
Ken has an 8-minute spot for the news, for the sports, and he's going to give 6 minutes to the Eagles tonight.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
He's generous.
Ken, it's the featured game. Ken's laughing at us. Are you going to stay here for the boys' game, too, for some action, too?
Definitely, yeah.
All right. So you're staying here for the whole game, and that way you're heading back and coming back?
Depends, yeah. I may have to head back.
Okay.
4 o'clock starts rather than 5 o'clock starts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got to go back and do the news, right?
Yeah.
Then you'll come back, okay.
There's a couple Class C games going on at PHS right now, too.
You covering those games, too, Ken?
Yep.
So Ken is all over the place tonight, covering all these games.
Showing his versatility.
They do a wonderful job. And there's a battle here on the near sideline. It's Blaze battling Snyder. Snyder wins that battle, and she sends it up toward midfield and trying to get it onto the foot of Pratt, but it's controlled by the Eagles, and it is Gilmore, Courtney Gilmore. She has her sister Lindsay in front of her. She pushes it through, and here goes. Another miss. It was Shelby Gagno going for that far corner, and it was almost identical of what Lindsay Gilmore did.
You know, it's just, they're going to have to bury some of these shots, these ladies.
They're getting the opportunities, but Joe, when you get these opportunities, it's a matter of time, and they are putting the pressure on. They're getting the control of the game. If you're the coach, I mean, you don't like the score being 0-0, but you like the way the tempo of the game's going right now here for the Eagles. And Snyder trying to clear it out. Gets it onto the far sideline over to Sprague. Sprague sends it up. Back there is Reynolds. Reynolds does a nice job getting it by Pratt. Reynolds now works her way to midfield. Sends it up to Blaze. Olivia Blaze. She's trying to get by number 17, Curran. She does. It's Blaze with some speed. It's Blaze now chipping it across, and Cross is there. She tried to cross it, but the shot was actually a shot on net. I think she's trying to get Lindsey Gilmore. And it's a quick punt picked up by Latchmore. Latchmore with the ball pushes it up over to Gilmore. Courtney Gilmore trying to find Gagno. Knocked away, picked up by number 2, St. Pierre. St. Pierre sends it up over to Pratt. Pratt goes to the far sideline. Nice pass. She's trying to find Taylor Sprague, but it goes out of bounds. Throw in for Chazy. 16 minutes to go here, Joe, in the first half. No score. I think a little surprisingly no score at this point.
Yeah, with the amount of chances that Chazy has been granted at this first half, they have not anything to show for it. They have time, they have possession, they have field, everything is going their way except for the score, which is still tied, and that's the only thing that matters in playoff soccer, or actually any game.
Well, and one thing I think Coach Trombley would agree to this year, they have struggled putting the ball into the net.
No, like,
they have the players that can do it, but they've been
Joey,
struggling.
we mentioned earlier they're a young team.
Yes,
you
they
know,
are.
if I wouldn't ball watch, I could be videoing this, but They're a young team. You know, you got a 7th and 8th grader. What's Pepper? Pepper's an 8th grader.
Pepper's an 8th grader.
I mean, gee,
Blaze is a sophomore.
Yeah, they're playing well. You know, I mean, I'm watching. You got Latrimore. What is Latrimore? She's a sophomore.
Junior.
She's a junior. Okay, she's one of the older players.
Right.
What is Snide? Snide a junior?
Snide's a sophomore.
She's a sophomore, and you get a young team. So I still like what I see.
And here you go, Blaze trying to get control. Blaze pushing it out. Back over to Gilmore. It's Courtney Gilmore. Over to Latrimore. Latrimore open to the open space. Hack in on the offensive end here for Chazy. She's the fullback here for the Eagles. Gets it up over to Blaze. Blaze trying to split the legs of number 12, Pratt. Or number 15, that is, Brace. And it is Blaze. And it's cleared out by number 14, Slattery. Goes off of Latrimore onto the foot of Gagnon over to Pepper. Pepper trying to get it to somebody, but it's cleared out by the defense. And stepping up is Polomsky. She sends it right back up. And we just had 2 booming kicks, so Coach Trombley wanted to get to their control game here. And Reynolds pushes it back over to Hack. Hack, the senior captain, actually comes to the open space, trying to find Olivia Blaze. Blaze cannot get to it, and it goes out of bounds. And Hannah Lauren getting ready to check into the game. And a quick throw in here by Lauren Brace. And it gets by Hack. Hack will run over. Some good hustle here by number, I think that was number 12 for the Vikings, Pratt. And it's a throw-in for Moriah. And it is Hack. Hack is taken down, and Kaiser says there's a foul, so it'll be a kick here for the Eagles.
Joey, let's do an appeal for...
Hometown Cable?
Oh, let's do it right now for this first half.
Let's do it.
We haven't done one yet. You know, this is... Hometown Cable's been producing these types of videos.
29 years.
And that's a long time, really. You know, Calvin has supported the community through these efforts. And, I mean, he doesn't just do these sports. Like I mentioned before, he does a vast amount of recording for history, you know, local history. And it's just a nice thing that Calvin's been doing. But it does take money.
Yes, it does.
You know, and it's not a cheap thing. For Calvin to do to maintain this programming here. And here Pepper going.
And here goes Pepper. We'll get back to that in a second. Pepper sending it across. And Pepper trying to again send it across, and it goes wide. So some good effort by the Eagles.
Good plays.
So like you were saying, Joe.
You know, it's he's been doing this for 29 years. You're saying you're part of it too now, Joey. The recent history with the talking business. You know, we thank you for doing that. And you know, people in the past, Bob then. We have Gordy Little doing it now. Wild Bill Chase has been doing it forever. Great to listen to, and you know, and it's just
the voice of the Cougars, Joe Southwick.
Joe Southwick, of course, you know, and it's just these people are all donating their time, and it's, you know, it still takes money to do this, and you know, Calvin would appreciate any donation in U.S. funds. But here goes Hack.
Here comes Hack trying to. It's Hack battling for the ball. She's in on the defensive position here in the offensive zone. And a good job by number 11, Meacham. But now it's picked up by number 4, Gagnon. Knocked away, picked up by Gilmore. Gilmore has it knocked up. Abby Snide sending a hard kick to the 18, but it's controlled by the Vikings. Ball cleared up toward midfield.
Let's get back to the appeal for some funds. You know, you can send. You can go on Plattsburgh.com. It'll take you to Hometown Cable. You can go to HometownCableNetwork.com. And here goes Gagnon.
All right.
But,
you want to go back to the play, or you want to do this?
No. We can keep going here because we've only got a couple minutes left. We've been dragging this out.
Let's get through it here.
But you can go to there. You can make donations through PayPal. You can send Calvin cash or check or money orders at 1477 Ridge Road, Champlain, New York.
12919.
Hey, it says it all. Calvin is also on Facebook. He's posting.
Yeah, he is.
A lot of these videos these recent videos
Calvin's
are on
Facebook. He's hit, man.
He's into it. Yes, he is.
He's a social media guru. That's what he is.
Guru, huh? You'll be glad to hear that.
He'll laugh at that, actually. But this is what here's an opportunity. This is what we call preserving hometown memories, and these games will be in memory for these girls, and as time moves on. So if you can preserve the North Country heritage, and like Joe said, Calvin's been doing that for 29 years, and it really is a time capsule of this area.
Exactly, Joe.
And it's being captured on digital.
Couldn't say it any better.
You could, because you're Joe the Fish.
Well, I won't, though.
But you could, and I appreciate that, but you could. Don't shortchange yourself.
I'm shortchanging you, but it will be nice.
So, yeah, please send your donation to, Joe and I, we like to do our little stupidity up here, but we have fun doing it. And here goes Gilmore. Gilmore getting a long shot off, and Cross had to be careful on that one, and he just scoot right into her, and it was Lauren Cross doing a good job. Shots that favor Chazy 8-1. I still think it was 8-2. I think he had 2 early shots. Moriah came out of the gate flying, Joe, and the tempo of the game has been controlled here by the Eagles.
Well, yeah. There's the fact you're not shooting somebody 8-1 or 8-2, and it's indicative of the way the game is going. Chazy's had the field, everything's going their way except for the scoring. Now, Moriah would love to keep this a low-scoring game.
Oh, sure they would.
Nothing. We were looking in the high scores in the league, and you said you mentioned that Moriah didn't have one in the top 20 was it?
Yeah.
So they've had a tough time putting the ball in the net.
Mm-hmm.
We have Hannah Lauren. Blaze can put the ball in the net. Pombria, I'm just to mention a few.
Now look what she's done offensively. She's brought Megan Reynolds back up in the offensive zone.
Megan Reynolds is one of the
because she feels comfortable defensively with what she has back there.
That's exactly it.
And the Hack just knocks it out of bounds. But she has to get some offense going, so she's bringing Reynolds in there, and we have some wholesale changes here.
What I like about Coach Trombley, though,
she's coaching the whole game.
She sees the game. She makes an adjustment. And it's just a little subtle change. But when you bring a player like Megan Reynolds, you put her on the offense, and she's going to get some good cracks at the net. She has some good moves up there, and she has a very strong foot.
Well, right now it is the Vikings with the throw-in halfway into Chazy territory. Ball knocked out, and there's going to be a big booming kick by number 24, and that would have been Snyder. It goes off the end line, so it'll be a goal kick here for Chazy. So I kind of like what she's done here. She put Hack back into the sweeper position. She still has Snide in the stopper position, but Braley Pepper back where she's been playing most of the year, back at the fullback position here.
Yeah, it's interesting, but it might work out.
And it's controlled by Reynolds. Nice trap by Reynolds, pushing it through, trying to find Lauren.
That's what Reynolds right there is good at. Those little diagonals.
Yeah, she does it well.
It's Pombria.
Pombria's sipping through.
Good try.
Yeah, Megan says, man, I was there. Just push it through to me. The 7:41 to go. We still have no score, and it is the low score is favoring the Vikings right now, and it is playoff soccer. So the girls have got to get on the board if they want to have any chance, and that was offsides.
It was.
Sure was. You can see that up here.
Joey, what is the temperature?
It's like in the high 40s.
High 40s. Well, we'd like an accurate one.
Well, I can do that. I got an app for that.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice?
I can do that for you, Joe.
I'm just busting your chops.
No. You want it? I'll give it to you.
I see the umbrellas popping out in the stands across the way. So it's a cold rain.
And there's Reynolds now.
Don't get rid of that.
And the ball is working its way toward midfield. And Joe, I'm going to go to weather.com because that's where I'll get a more accurate number here for you.
You better watch this game here, Joe.
Yeah, well, here come the Vikings. And there's a shot, and Baker is there. So, Joe, right now as we sit, it is 49 degrees, and they said a few showers, so it just started to sprinkle. Winds from the south-southeast at 8 miles per hour.
Kind of a nasty night. Nasty, cold, damp evening. But not as bad as it could have been, believe me. Those poor people down in New York City, Lower Manhattan, and Jersey, and it's too bad Jersey didn't take Snooki along with it, but what are you going to do? You're not even paying attention, Joe.
Yeah. I'm just looking at that weather.
You're doing your Facebooking.
Yeah, I'm posting live here. Yeah, I got my Twitter account going.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know how to use it.
30,000 followers on the first day. Huh?
Yeah, on the first day, Joe.
Those people got devastated on the Jersey Shore.
Oh, my God.
It's terrible.
And, I mean, down there, they're playing sports like our kids play sports here.
They're not now.
No. I mean, their whole world was upside down right now.
It shows you You know, we're the things that are important.
Well, I'll tell you, our thoughts and prayers do go out to the folks down, our fellow New Yorkers that are 5 hours south of us, and of course our southern friends of New Jersey there. And very, very devastating. We were very fortunate. They were prepared, though. There were no doubt they were prepared.
As much as you can possibly do it. I guess FEMA appears to be, everybody seems to be praising what's going on as far as the federal government coming in and trying to
do what they can.
They can only do so much with what they have, but they are.
The resources are there. It's just it takes time.
It's going to take time, a lot of time.
And it's easy for us to say here, but I know frustrating for the people down there. And it goes to cross. And Joe, we're approaching just under 5 minutes here, and we still have no score.
You know, well, speaking of devastation, this town, Moriah, got devastated last year.
Yeah, they did from Irene.
They actually got devastated in the springtime too. You know, they were hammered in the springtime.
In
2011, they were hammered in the springtime, and Moriah they had some very bad issues all in Essex County.
Yes,
and they have.
And Megan couldn't get her foot on it the way she wanted. It was a nice pass by Lauren.
Real nice pass.
But I mean, Reynolds was right up in closer than the penalty kick area.
Yeah, there was nobody with a body on her either.
There goes a helicopter, Joe. Everybody wants to watch this game. Here goes Gilmore. Gilmore pushing it through. Reynolds will not get to it. Cross is there. So Coach will be happy with the field possession and shots on net, but she'll be talking to her team about finishing because they had a few splendid opportunities so far in this first half.
Yeah, the Gagno came in the game and she wasn't in there a couple of minutes. She had a good crack.
Seventh grader Gilmore.
Lindsay Gilmore came right in.
There's an opportunity here, Joe.
There we go. Oh, Reynolds is wide open in the middle. Look. Oh, man.
Good thing Lauren Cross was there.
Nobody was on Reynolds. She was wide open.
She would have walked that one in there if it got through. Well, Gilmore trapping it. Nice play. But she's being guarded very strongly by number 24, Snyder. And Courtney battles it back. Gets it up over to Latchmore. Pushes it back over to Reynolds. Reynolds pushes it through. Here is Lauren. Lauren gets a shot off. And it hits the goalpost. And that side has not been generous to the Eagles tonight or this afternoon.
Moriah is very fortunate to dodge 3 bullets.
Yeah, Coach would love to get a goal here for the first half for all their hard effort here, all their hard work. They've outshot Moriah 11-2 at this point. And but they just cannot find the back of the net.
Hey, a lot of it's youth, but you know, it's just like I said, they're a young team. You know, and Megan Reynolds, one of the senior leaders.
There she
goes.
This should be in. Oh, what a defensive play by number 14, Slattery.
You know, it's cool. She tried to help her up too after. There was just a great defensive play.
I thought Megan was going to load up.
So did I. She just took a half second too long, not even half second.
I'm ready to call it a goal, and Slattery says not so fast.
That was
her
really
talking head.
Nice defense. Nice defense. And they're going to do a short corner.
We're at 2 minutes. Pepper.
She had time to take a.
Yeah, she could have trapped.
You know, they gotta talk to each other.
Yeah,
they have to do. You know, they gotta.
But out in time, that will come.
They gotta just yell space.
Well, she had time. I mean, she could have taken 4 steps in.
Yeah, and just delivered it.
Well, she'll watch the game and she'll see that, and they'll learn from this.
No doubt. Well, that's part of the teamwork.
You know, Coach shares game film with these girls.
That's part of the teamwork, though. Oh, here's Lauren almost busting in.
Pombrio trying to push it over to Latchmore. She does. Latchmore getting it up over to Reynolds. Reynolds pushing it through. And it doesn't get to Lauren in time because Lauren Cross is there for Moriah.
She's seen some really good chances since Reynolds has moved up. She's had some herself and she's created a few. That's what she does well, that diagonal pass, that little through ball.
Well, here comes Gilmore. Gilmore battling for the ball. Pushing over to the near sideline, over to Blaze. Blaze with the ball. Sending it through, trying to find Reynolds. Coming off her line is Cross.
She's been busy, Miss Cross.
Yeah, she's been very busy.
I mentioned the field is a little drier in the Moriah end. And down here where Miss Baker is in between the posts for Chazy. But all in all, the field looks in really nice condition. It is.
Well,
It's in nice condition. They're going to have 4 games here, and this is the first out of 4 games in the next 2 evenings.
We have 25 seconds here, Joe, and we're counting down. So the first half is going to end with no score. It will be official here in 13 seconds. But Chazy has outshot Moriah 11-2. Corner kicks favor him 4-0. So they've dominated everywhere in the game except on the scoreboard. And I'm sure Coach Trombley will have that conversation at halftime with her. So the first half has officially come to an end here at the George Brendler Field on the first day of November 2012. It's quarterfinal action. Chazy 0, Moriah 0. And we're starting the second half here. We have no score. If you're just joining us, it is 0-0 in this playoff semifinal action here at the George Brendler Field. Joe the Fish Poisson is our cameraman. He's also doing some commentary here, so he's doing double duty. Calvin's down in Plattsburgh covering the C championships. And I'm Joey Trombley calling the action, doing some commentary. And we have WPTZ up here, Ken Drake taking some photos here and video for the Channel 5 News tonight. So this is playoff action, 3 officials on the field. It doesn't get any bigger than this. Winner moves on, loser goes home. And it is Moriah. And they came out strong in the first half. They're coming out strong here in the second half. And it's Lauren Pelkey trying to send it across. And it's cleared out by Hack. Hack goes to the far sideline. It goes off of... I'm not sure who's that. Polomsky. So it's a throw in here for Moriah. It's number 15, Lauren Brace, taking the throw in here for the Vikings. And Joe, I think we should mention the girls for Moriah are coached by Jeanette Rotelli, and the girls, Chazy girls, are coached by Karen Sherman Trombley. And Sherman Trombley has had success here. She's carried on the tradition. And she's been to 4 years here, and she's been to 4 Final Fours, 3 state championship games, 2 state titles. So she's had a lot of success here as the coach, and she'd like nothing more than try to get back there. This is what they're trying to do here. But there is no score here in the second half, which is a little surprising.
Well, with the amount of pressure Chazy put on them, yeah, but that's what happens sometimes. I mean, and Moriah Slattery made a great save on Megan Reynolds. Megan Reynolds had going to let go with a good shot, and then she came out of nowhere, and so it's just there was a couple goals wide or shots wide, and that's how it works sometimes. And Chazy, like you mentioned, how many days has it been since they played?
It's been almost 2 weeks.
Almost 2 weeks, so that's a long stretch to go, and they're gonna have to, like
get their soccer legs going here.
Like I said, get those rusty strings.
And you know, some things you probably don't know, but of course you do know this. Last year, Chazy had that incredible comeback against Remsen in the semis with 2 goals in the final 10.
Unreal.
Of course, overtime. But Remsen got beat last night, so they're out of the tournament.
Well, Remsen's out already.
And on the boys' end,
offsides.
Hamilton lost last night, the number 1 seed out west. So really a lot of surprise. Again, we're talking a lot of upsets this year in the tournament, from local level to the state level, and hopefully for the girls that won't happen here.
Well, if it does, it'll be a very, very big win for the Moriah Vikings, but I don't know. I like the way Chazy played in that first half. I did. They got to the ball first. They were doing some good things. Coach Trombley made a couple adjustments with their ladies, and they were getting some good looks at the net. Real good nets. There was one chance where, who it was Reynolds that was wide open, and then in front of the net just missed getting the ball, missed to her. Things like that. That comes with the 2-week layoff. That's how it works, and they'll get it back.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a throw-in ball in Moriah territory. It's cleared to midfield and controlled by the Vikings, and it actually goes out of bounds. So we have a throw-in here for Chazy with 36-16 here left in the second half. We're early in the second half. We still have no score. And the ball is controlled by Latchmore over to Blaze. Blaze trying to get it over to Lauren, and it goes out of bounds. So a throw-in here for the Lady Eagles. Olivia Blaze into Lauren. Lauren chips it up. Stepping up is Courtney Gilmore over to Megan Reynolds. Reynolds has a crowd around her. and it goes to Latchmore. Latchmore getting a hard shot off.
Not a bad choice, really.
No, Lauren Cross was screened.
This is the sloppy end that the keeper for Moriah Cross has to deal with. It's quite a bit sloppier, but it's, Norcross has done a good job, the athletic director.
There's a through ball. Cross will come off the line. She'll get there before Lauren. So Hannah Lauren gets there before, or gets beat out by Lauren Cross. And Latchmore chips it up. And again, Chazy trying to control this side of the field. They're doing a nice job with it. Another throw in here for Chazy.
Do you know if there's going to be any regional games on this field, Joey, in the Class B?
Regional?
Yes.
No, they'll be at Plattsburgh.
They will be in PHS.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, next weekend, next Saturday.
Unless PHS wins, of course.
The regionals are set.
Girls?
Boys and girls are being played next Saturday at Plattsburgh High School.
Even if PHS wins?
Section 2 or 10, yeah.
That's a great advantage if you're the PHS Hornet girls and you go in. But
well, Joe, a field is a field, and there's
I'll take my home field. I'll take my home field any day.
Yeah, well, it's...
and I think any coach would, and any player would.
Well, when you play anywhere around here, it's a home field for anybody. I mean, you got the hometown.
Well, you have natural turf here, and you have artificial turf there.
Yeah.
And you can walk to the field being a PHS player.
Oh, no, that drive, that 15-minute drive up north will tell you that.
Well, just a little bit of there. You never know.
I mean, look at Ken when he drives up here. Ken Drake, he's exhausted from that drive to Plattsburgh.
Well, I can see him. He was huffing and puffing coming up the stairs. And
well, we're going to talk to WPTZ about a little conditioning work for their employees there.
We're going to try to get him some Mickey fries at halftime.
That's what we need to get him some Mickey fries.
Joey Trombley would not get him any.
Between games, we have 2 games tonight, Joe.
Well, so what's your point?
My point is we'll nourish ourselves between games.
And ourselves would have included Ken, but you've excluded him.
Ken's one of our buddies. He knows that. And the ball is by number 12, Pratt. Pratt has it knocked away. The ball has been in Moriah territory, but there's no goals here. If you're just joining us, it's playoff action, semifinal action. Winner moves on to the championship Saturday against either Elizabethtown or Willsboro. They started an hour earlier today, so that game has probably come to a close. We'll probably try to wait and see who won that game. I'm sure Coach will get text on that. But if the girls, they can't worry about that game. They got to worry about this one.
Yeah, right now they do. I said the 2 games these teams played previously, both 3-1.
Yeah, I mean, again, you look at Moriah's record of 2-10-1, and you're just going, they had to do better than that. Joe, I'm just going to double check. I'm just wondering if I just looked at that wrong, because that just does not make sense to me.
You need some glasses, Joey.
That the girls' program for Moriah, yeah, they're 2-10-1. Yeah. They've scored 17 goals, given up 29. We've scored 43 and given up 10. So, I mean, on paper, this should be a mismatch. But on the scoreboard, we're tied.
Yeah, that's what makes it fun.
That's why they play the games. And the ball head to Pepper. Pepper gives it up over to Pombriel. Pombriel pushes it up over to Reynolds. Reynolds now sends it through over to Lauren. Lauren does a nice job trapping it. Loses it, but it's Gilmore with the ball. She comes over to the near sideline over to Pombriel. Pombriel working her way down, now shifts it over to Lauren. Lauren going to the end line, trying to keep it from going out, and she cannot do it, so it'll be a goal kick here for the Vikings. And as this game carries on, Moriah gets more and more confident.
Well, it just favors them. They want to keep this low scoring. They've scored 2 goals against Chazy, and they've had 6 scored against them. They don't want to get in a shootout, so it's a good thing. Who did Moriah play in to get here? Who did they beat? Do you know? Joe, you should have this down by now.
I don't remember.
You don't remember. It's probably in the newspaper.
Well, you're usually the stat guy, Joe.
I know.
But I know you're doing the camera.
You got to cover, man.
We are better when we're a 3-man team.
You got to cover.
You got to show up and you have everything ready for it.
Got to cover. I kind of did. Yeah, actually, I got to thank Miss Kozak down below for that. Yeah. And Miss Lapeer. They helped me out by doing that.
But it is Pombriel trying to keep it in. She cannot, so it goes off the end line. And we're now at the 31-minute mark. We still have no score here. And the only thing that gets dangerous as it gets this late, if Moriah should stick one in, it becomes very, very dangerous.
Oh, you're going to see some sense of urgency. That's what
And right now the girls aren't playing with they're playing controlled soccer, but no urgency at this point.
Doesn't feel like it right now.
No. Reynolds is called for the handball. She knew it.
Oh, yeah.
She's smiling, running back. She looks at Kaiser and smiles.
Yeah, that's mine. No argument, just a grinning.
It is what it is. So here comes Slattery. Goes off of Lauren, picked up by Reynolds.
Played by Lauren.
Reynolds pushing it through. And it's like,
We got a foot race
here,
here.
here we are.
Here's
Lauren trying to get the shot off. Lauren, what a save by Cross. And she gets to the rebound.
Yeah.
So nice play by Reynolds getting the ball through.
Actually, that started from Lauren. Lauren was right on top of that kick, and it deflected off her, went to Reynolds. Reynolds made a good feed, so Lauren could have been on both sides of that, the beginning and the end. But
what an opportunity, and again, the Eagles are denied, but Cross is doing a good job.
That's who Moriah beat.
Oh, Moriah beat Minerva Newcomb 4-1. Ken Drake, the main sports guy for WPTZ, had it on his smartphone, and Ken Drake comes to the rescue for us.
thank you, Ken.
Thank you, Ken.
You're filling for Calvin.
He's filling in for Calvin.
Yeah. Calvin wouldn't have done that.
No, Calvin wouldn't have done that. Calvin does not turn the phone on, for God's sakes. Pombrio pushes it across over to Lauren, and it's knocked away, picked up by Pombrio. Pombrio working away outside the 18. It's knocked away. A good job by number 22, De Simon. She sends it up, and it is Abby Snide pushes it up to the open space. It is Hack. Hack with the ball, has some space. Pushes it up over to Palomsky. Switches fields. Now chips it back up, and offsides. It is an offside on Reynolds. Yes. She didn't realize it. And a good call by the Jason Jabba. So one thing, they don't switch the sidelines either. They just stay there the whole game because he was on that side to start the game, and he's still there.
Usually they switch about the 20-minute mark of a half. And
with a 3-man rotation, I guess they don't. And it's Gilmore sending it up over to Pombrio. Pombrio keeping it in. Pombrio, it deflects off of Brace. And Brace does a nice job just to get off the end line. So 28-26 to go here in the game. We have no score in this semifinal matchup between Moriah and Chazy. On paper, it looked like a mismatch, but it's been anything but here on the scoreboard anyway, Joe. There's a nice chip in. Reynolds trying to control outside the 18. Reynolds with the ball, trying to make a move, pushes it back up over to Latchmore. Latchmore will go to the far sideline, sends it out over to too far ahead of Olivia Blaze. And one thing the girls not playing in 2 weeks, their touches seem to be off a little bit.
It is off. There's no doubt that it's off. And the ones that they've been on, like the recent chance that Lauren had, they haven't been able to put it in. You know, they had chance with Lindsay Gilmore, Lindsay Gilmore, right off the bat. You know, and Shelby Gagno came right off the bench too, and she had a, it's just, they have to bury it. I mean, that's just the way it works. And, it's going to be kind of interesting if one of these young players do get a goal.
Oh, I know. Can you imagine?
And I think one of the Hayes girls going in now.
Well, you have another JV player brought up, Hannah Hayes, who did a wonderful job defensively for the JVs this year. She's getting ready to check in the game. And again, Coach Trombley has shown confidence in these young players in a playoff game. Absolutely.
Why not? Put them up front, where they can, do something. I don't think they have the nerves yet. I'm sure they're pumped, but they're not really that caught up emotionally in it. They're not that emotionally involved, so they can get that chance. But that's where, Lindsay Gilmore, just what it was at a foot. I mean, it's like but it's, you see one of these young players, and if they can pop one in, especially a game winner in a semifinal game, it's a big help to their cause and their confidence.
Well, we have 26-22 to go here, and it's a throw-in for Moriah in Chazy territory in the far sideline.
That's all right. Yeah,
and the ball comes in. It's controlled by Gilmore, and Gilmore sends it up onto the foot of Lauren. Lauren does a nice move. Sends it up trying to find Gilmore, but over there is number 15, Brace. She just chips it back in, but it's picked up by Latchmore. Latchmore has Pombrio wide. Pombrio now into Moriah territory. Is Pombrio looking to get by number 22, DeSimone? She does. She's into the box. It's Pombrio sending it across to Reynolds. Reynolds getting a shot off, but it's right into Cross's hands, and Reynolds could feel the pressure of the defense collapsing on her. And
She was still wide. She was still wide open. She was wide open. She could have put a.
But you only get so many golden opportunities in the game.
They've had 5 already,
And
and
they have not capitalized yet.
yeah, at least 5.
Yeah, at least. We had the one hit the goalpost.
Yeah, so we're going on 6 now.
So now we have the ball is in Chazy territory, and here come the Vikings. And there's a hard shot.
Why not?
And Baker's there, and that ball skipped right in. Nice play by the Moriah Vikings. Take that shot.
Not bad. That was
And,
not a bad play by Baker.
Baker stood her ground. Good job by
She's doing a good
Logan
job
Baker.
back there, Baker.
Yeah, she made a big save early in the game.
Yeah, she's done a great job this year for the girls.
She's done a very good job. You don't win the division if you aren't doing well defensively.
Here we go.
And here it is. Here's Lauren. Lauren coming in. Lauren gets the shot off.
And she couldn't take
Cross is there.
She had time to take 2 more touches.
Yeah, because if anything, Slaughter was coming up behind her. She'd have to take her down. When you have the advantage, you got to take it in.
She could have taken 2 more touches, and it's Lauren will get savvier.
And it is Latchmore.
So what's that? 7 chances now. Great chances.
7 grade A chances.
Yeah. So, and if I could
Gilmore.
get my film back, this
Go,
like
go.
I said, the base of this thing is real. Watch.
Yeah.
All right, Calvin, get us a new one, please.
That's another reason to send your donation to Hometown Cable.
It's just difficult.
Not so much for Calvin's. I'm to hear Joe complain all the time.
Especially having a neophyte. I don't know.
Oh, there should be a
That's a
handball.
handball all day
He's going to
long.
call it outside the
Yes,
box,
he
I
is.
bet.
Kaiser's going to call it.
He's going to call it outside the box.
He's an old-time official.
He will not give that to him in the box.
No, that was.
Yeah.
It was. No, he's not. They're just not going to do it.
That was a good call.
It was a good. It's a good non-call by Kaiser.
I mean, it was a handball, but you can't make it a penalty kick in a 0-0 game.
Chazy's smart here. Do they have a set play? This right here is a great
They're
chance.
capable for set play, but
I mean a little razzle dazzle kind of thing.
Oh, what a
No.
waste. See, another wasted opportunity. And the thing is, you can only do this for so long. And Rachel's out, so she's putting Hannah Hayes on the offensive end. Hannah's very fast.
Good.
And she's got Pombrio speed out there. So another hand, no call, no non-call. Advantage Chazy. And it is Reynolds pushing it up.
Oh, nice
Trying to find
pass.
Lauren.
That was a
Lauren
great pass.
setting it across. It'll be a corner kick.
Nice pass by
It is, but they got to be capitalizing soon on this because they're getting all these opportunities.
How much time do we have left?
22:50, and the 0-0. It's no.
We're halfway through this, almost halfway through the second half.
I would have thought we'd had some scores by now, but we haven't. Pretty profound statement.
Rather astute, Joey.
And here's into the box. Ball headed back out by
Yeah, get
number
another
14.
chance
Another
at it.
chance. Slattery headed it out.
They should
So
go,
Reynolds.
they could run right out there and do a quick little short
That's probably
corner.
just saying the same thing. Where they're gonna do a little short kick.
Quick little short corner.
And here it is. They are. Here comes.
There you go. Smart play. Got Polomsky. No,
Sending it up.
that's not a bad.
Goes
Oh,
to everybody.
man.
And it's controlled by Moriah. And the ball is cleared up. Stepping up is Pepper.
Nice.
Pepper over to Hayes. Hayes sending it over to the center of the box. Clear it out by the defense, and there's Pepper. She comes up out of nowhere, takes it away from Pelkey.
Two nice plays by Pepper.
And it's Pepper. She has good speed. And now Latchmore with the ball. She now goes to the outside over to Hayes. Hayes trying to control it. Trying to get over to Lauren. Lauren taken down, no call, and it's kicked out of bounds. So a throw in here for the Eagles.
We'll try something.
Hannah Hayes will take the throw in here.
Okay.
Gets it in over to Lauren, controlled by the Vikings. Ball chipped up onto the foot of Pelkey. Pelkey taken away by Latchmore. And now here comes St. Pierre. And the ball at midfield, picked up by Polomsky. Polomsky goes to the far sideline trying to find Blaze. Blaze keeps it in, pushes it up. Blaze with some nice speed. hustling down the sideline, now taking it toward the end line. Blaze sending it across,
That's good work
but it was
by-
out of bounds, so it's a
yes.
goal kick, but good work by Blaze. Shots favor the Eagles, Joe, 14-3. Corner kicks are 6-0. As we approach the 20-minute mark here in the second half, we have still no score. And if you're Coach Rotelli, you're liking what you see out there as far as the scoreboard goes.
Why not? Why not?
And Coach Trombley has been coaching. She's been moving people about all over the place here, trying to find a combination that will work. And Hayes will work her way up there, and it's cleared out.
What's that?
Picked up by Gilmore. Gilmore.
Yeah,
Hayes is out, or Lauren was offsides.
She would have been called offside.
She would have been. Yep, the flag was up. And Gilmore over to Hayes. Hayes gets by one player, sending it across over to Lauren. Lauren into the box. Lauren had the play, the move. Lauren.
Gary, flags up! Gary!
So definitely no rush.
And it must have been a foul or something. Handball? I'm not quite sure.
I don't know.
Who was? She had curly hair, glasses. Yeah, she's actually done some interviews for Tigers.
And there's the kick up to number 23, Pelkey. And it's controlled by Latchmore. Latchmore switches fields, goes all the way over to Seymour. Or Blaze, Olivia Blaze with the ball.
Yeah, so
Cannot keep it in, and it goes for a throw in here for the Vikings. Lauren Brace will take the throw in here for the Vikings. Just shy of midfield and controlled by the Vikings. Polomsky chips it up over to midfield. Gilmore is there. She sends it up over to Hayes. Hayes now sends it up over to Lauren. Lauren has Reynolds. Reynolds splits the defense. It's Megan Reynolds. Reynolds taking it in. Reynolds scores, and it goes off of Cross. But Cross was there. Hard shot. Goal goes to Megan Reynolds, and the Eagles finally break through at the 18:54 mark. 1-0. Megan Reynolds. And that started by Hayes getting it up over to Lauren. Lauren over to Reynolds. So the 8th grader does a nice job for Chazy starting that play here on the near sideline. And we're back here to start the kickoff here after the goal by the Eagles. It took them a long time to find that board. But again, Reynolds put it right on Lauren Cross, and Cross slipped off her hands and in. So the Eagles get that goal, but now they got to step it up. There's an urgency now for the Vikings to try to get that equalizer, so you should see the game pick up here. Hannah Hayes for Chazy, trying to get it up to somebody. Hayes hustling back. She's got Pepper, and it's knocked away by number 2, Marissa St. Pierre. And a throw in here by Bailey Pepper. Pepper trying to find Lindsay Gilmore. Over to Reynolds. Reynolds switches fields, and off to it's the races. It's Olivia Blaze on the far sideline. She'll get there first. It's Blaze pushing it down, looking to send it across. Sends it up over to Lauren. Lauren looking to get a shot off. Lauren rips a shot and it goes off the defense. So it'll be a corner kick for Chazy. So some nice work here by the Eagles. Hannah Hayes will come out of the game. Courtney Gilmore will check into the game. So we have the Gilmore sisters out there. Number 3, Lindsay Gilmore. Number 24, for Chazy, Courtney Gilmore. Hannah Hayes, nice work by the 8th grader.
Very nice work.
Doing a good job getting. If they gave a double assist, she would have had an assist on that.
No doubt. Just good hard work. And she's not going to get credited with anything in the newspaper, but we'll credit her here with just that hard work.
Absolutely. And nice job for the JV player brought up here to varsity.
Hey, good call by Trombley, throwing her in.
Yeah.
Why
Trying
not?
to make something work.
Why not? You had Gilmore, the young Lindsay Gilmore in the beginning. She had a good crack at the net in the first half, and Hayes was creating some problems for Moriah and some good things for Chazy, and it paid off.
Gilmore, she has some good speed into the box, pushes it back to her sister Courtney. Courtney Gilmore gets a shot off, and defensively, the defense is there for the Vikings. So good pressure here by the Eagles, and Snide gets it up over to Pepper. Pepper with the ball, working her way down the line, and it's cleared out by number 23, Lauren Pelkey. Quickly, the ball comes into Courtney Gilmore. Gilmore being challenged. And over to Abby Snide. Nice play by Snide, let it go through. Now switches fields all the way over to Olivia Blaze. Blaze with the ball, surveying the situation, gets by one defender. And she chips it up, and it goes into the hands of Cross, so she'll work her way to the 18. We have 16 minutes approaching, Joe. 1-0 Chazy coming into the, well, I say late, but midway into the second half. Eagles up 1-0 on the Vikings. But the Vikings have made a gallant effort here today, and there's still a lot of game left. Ball out of bounds, throw in here for the Vikings. We're getting a good fan base here as the time moves on. People getting away from work showing up here.
What time is it right now, Joy?
I'm not sure, Joe.
This game started at 4, so it's going to be...
4, well, I'll tell you here in a second.
Oh, we're going to call a foul against Latcham.
It's 5:15 right now.
5:15.
5:15 it is.
November 1st, 2012.
Here at the George Brendler Field. I know Joe's politicking for the Joe Poisson press box, but he's got a ways to go for that, Joe.
What do you mean?
You went quiet. Joe went quiet on that one.
I don't even understand what the hell you're saying.
I still got the George Brendler Field. We're trying to get the Joe Poisson press box.
I just use some heat up here. Heat in the refrigerator. It'd be nice.
And then a supply of Mickey fries.
Sure.
Well, here come the Vikings looking for the equalizer. And Snide is back there defensively. And Chazy's very fast defensively back there with a lot of experience, a lot of state championship experience back there defensively for the Eagles.
There is. Yes, a lot of these girls are on that team.
And the ball is in play, and it's Seymour. I keep saying Seymour. It's Olivia Blaze. Out of bounds, throw-in for the Vikings with 14:27 to go. Shots favor Chazy, 15-3. And the ball goes off. The Vikings will work its way off the end line. So a throw in here for the Eagles. Olivia Blaze looking to take the throw in here for Chazy. Try to find Gilmore. Controlled by the Vikings. And nice play by number 14, Slattery. And Snide trying to trap it. Controlled by the Vikings here at midfield. Stepping up is Hack. Hack now into Moriah territory. It's Hack working her way down. And the ball is knocked out of bounds by number 23, Lauren Pelkey. Throw in for the Eagles. Coming up for the throw-in is Bailey Pepper for the Eagles. She gets it into Lindsay Gilmore. Gilmore sending it across to the top of the box. Goes to Blaze. Blaze pushes it back trying to find Gilmore. Goes off of Pelkey. Gilmore battling for the ball down there. And nice play by Des Simon. And pushes it up. Coming up is Pepper. Pepper gets a foot on it to Gilmore. Courtney Gilmore. It's Courtney Gilmore battling for the ball, but she loses it to number 24, Snyder, but controlled by Hack. Hack gets it up over to Bailey Pepper. Bracey sends it up to midfield, controlled by, or sent over to number 24, Snyder. Long kick up. She now has Megan Reynolds back in her sweeper position.
That's what you're going to do.
So she wants to get that senior leadership back there defensively to shut down any Moriah chance. And she has her young guns here on the offensive end here. Bailey Pepper with the ball here for Chazy, being guarded by number 22, De Simon. And the ball chipped up, goes on to the foot of Pelkey. Pelkey with the ball, now sends it up to midfield. Stepping it up is Polomsky. Polomsky has some nice speed here for the Eagles. And Polomsky looking to take it up. Polomsky gets a shot off, and it goes to the hands of Lauren Cross. And Cross has been busy today, Joe.
Very busy. Very, very busy. What are the shots on goal, Joe?
Well, Joe, it's now, they didn't count that one yet, but it's 16-3 for the Eagles. And nice play by Polomsky. So a throw in here for the Vikings. as they trail 1-0 in this semifinal matchup. Winner moves on to the sectional championship, either against Elizabethtown or Willsboro. That game has been played. We don't have a score yet. They started an hour earlier. Actually, they played that game in Scroon Lake. And here's the speed of Lindsay Gilmore. Gilmore, and you got to watch, and she picks her. Gilmore working away inside the box. Nice effort by the 7th grader. And the Vikings were scrambling on that one, Joe.
She was making him scramble. Good for her.
Oh, yeah. She's young and fast.
I was speaking to her mom just before this game, and she was a little concerned, with the size and this and that. Well, Mrs. Gilmore, have no more concern. Believe me. She can hold her own.
Yeah, she can. And so we have a throw in here for the Eagles. And Lauren chipping it across, trying to find Pepper. Courtney Gilmore just outside the 18, shielding the ball. Nice play by Gilmore. But a nice play by the defense of Moriah. And now Gilmore inside and knocked away. And Lindsay Gilmore was a step away. But defensively, it was Katie DeSimone knocking out of bounds. So we have a corner kick here. And Latchmore will head over for the Eagles to take that kick here. So there's an opportunity. They send Hack up defensively into the offensive zone. She has a lot of speed back there with Megan Reynolds and Abby Snide defensively. We're approaching the 10-minute mark. Short kick over to Hack. She goes back over to Latchmore. She chips it back into the 18. And Moriah trying to clear it out. They do. And it'll be a throw in here for the Eagles. Abby Snide will take the throw in. No, she'll back off. Bailey Pepper will take the throw in here for Chazy. Over to Gilmore. Ball gets just by Gilmore, knocked up. And it is now chipped up toward midfield, controlled by Abby Snide. Snide has some open space here. Hits off of Lauren. And Gilmore. Oh, Gilmore just goes wide of the net. And Lindsay Gilmore is having a wonderful game here as a 7th grader on her first varsity game in playoff action. And that young lady could have 2 goals here in her first varsity game.
Yes, she could.
She'll get another chance.
She could have possibly had 3 goals.
Yeah, she could have had hat-trick, yeah.
Interesting. I believe you give her a couple more years of experience in coaching with coaching from Coach Trombley, and she's going to end up being a sniper.
Latchmore with the short corner kick. And it's controlled by Pelkey. Pelkey chipping it up. Controlled by Reynolds. Reynolds shoving it up over to Gilmore. Gilmore switches fields over to Blaze.
Just a smart play.
Blaze can't get to it. It goes out of
play
bounds.
Wider. They'll still have to play wider. They just need to use this field.
Yeah.
I mean, you just play wide. When you see that ball in the midfield, you should just be sprinting for that sidelines and looking for the ball.
We have 8:23 to go here.
Or actually, don't even be there.
Right.
Just, try to be there. Put your heels right on that line.
We have 8 minutes to go, and the girls have been in the game today.
Been a good one. A lot of excitement.
Yeah.
It's a lot of almost goals.
Yeah, but almost only good in horseshoes.
You get that high pitch in your voice, Joey, and you can feel it.
High pitch in my voice.
There you go. Once again, that's good.
The observant Joe Poisson doing double duty here tonight. And here come the Vikings.
Good chance.
And it's picked away by Latchmore. Gets it up over to Pepper.
Good job by Gilmore and Latchmore. Good team defense.
Oh, nice play by number 14, Slattery. And it goes over to the near sideline onto the foot of Pratt.
If I was a Moriah coach, I'd be bringing Slattery right up. She seems to be the best player.
And that ball will work its way toward the end
I would
line.
put her up. I would put her up.
Yeah, you're down 1-0. Why not?
Why not? I would.
She has her in the midfield position.
Sure, I would move her up. And actually, 14, you're saying, right? She's back there at that. Is that 14 in the midfield?
14 is Sarah Slattery.
Okay, yeah. Move her right up. Who cares if you lose by 1 or 5? It doesn't matter. Move her up. Try to get her the ball.
Controlled by Lauren. She chips it up, and Blaze hustling down that sideline. Number 14, Slattery, there she is. She's doing everything in the midfield position. Back defensively, pushes it up over to, and Lindsay Gilmore just can't get to it. Well, you're seeing some nice things from the 7th grader here.
I like it. I really do. All those underclassmen.
Yeah.
The whole group of them.
Yeah.
They're all underclassmen except for 3, so nice to see.
Well, here goes a goal kick. We are now approaching the 6-minute mark. And it is Polomsky. And I just think there's too much speed and experience back there defensively for Moriah to come through with a goal. Now, watch you eat my words, but it's just an experienced defense that they have, that Coach Trombley has back there. And Reynolds. There you are. Nice.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
End it.
Yeah. Start back there, regroup. So 16 shots to 3 favor Chazy. Corner kicks are 8-0, and it's only 1-0 on the board, but it could be 5 or 6-0.
No doubt.
Some luck for Moriah, and then some nice saves by Cross. So a combination of both.
A lot of those shots, she never had to make a really tough save, though.
No.
You know, those shots they were all right to her. A lot of them were from distance, but all those shots were Chazy was kicking them right to her. You know, or wide.
And Pepper does a nice job coming.
Yeah, I like Pepper. I really do. I like the way she plays.
That she sees the whole field.
Yes, she does.
She got it over to Hack, who's back in from the offensive zone defensively. It's knocked up, controlled by the Vikings. Out to the near sideline. That should work its way out. It does. So a throw-in. It's Pepper with the throw-in. Over to Latchmore. Back over to Pepper. And gets it over to Lauren. Lauren trying to find Gilmore. And it's Courtney Gilmore with the ball. Courtney Gilmore,
nice,
she has a hard shot too, pushes it through, trying to find her sister. And Lauren Cross comes off the line, and Hannah Lauren was going at it hard, as well as Lindsay Gilmore.
Courtney Gilmore is doing a nice job in the midfield this evening. Doing a very good job. Defensively and distributing the ball.
And Polomsky, here comes Polomsky.
Why not?
Polomsky getting a shot off.
Why not?
She goes
Sure.
wide, and she's a very athletic young lady.
She is very strong, very fast. She has good foot skills.
Well, we have 4 minutes here left in the game, Joe. 1-0 to Chazy, favoring the Eagles. Winner moves on to the championship Saturday at the Plattsburgh High School
Do
complex.
we have any word of who they're going to play?
It's either E-Town or Roseboro.
They started at 3 o'clock, so their game is more than...
Yeah, their game's done.
Their game is done, so they know who their next opponent is probably going to be.
I'm sure we'll find out. I'm sure Coach McAuliffe has heard, or somebody's already texted Karen. Obviously, Karen doesn't know that yet because she's close to the game, but... Ball at midfield, controlled by the Vikings, trying to get to the foot of St. Pierre. And Bailey Pepper doing a nice job shielding the ball. Throw in for Chazy. Over to Courtney Gilmore. She sends it back. And nice play by Latchmore, pushing up over to Pepper. Pepper over to Gilmore. Nice footwork or pass in here by the Lady Eagles. Back trying to find Pepper. Gilmore had the right eye. That idea. That was Courtney Gilmore.
It's okay.
And it will go off of St. Pierre, so it'll be a throw-in.
That was all over. Yeah.
It was out. So we 2:41 to go here. Chazy only hanging on to a 1-0 lead, but have controlled 95% of this game.
Ooh,
and
Gilmore,
that hit hard off of Slattery. She kicks it up and it goes out of bounds. So throw in here for the Eagles. Lindsay Hack with the throw-in. Trying to find... and here's a counterattack here. Here comes number 24, Snyder.
She's got some wheels.
Reynolds trying to trip her up here, and it's cleared out by Latchmore. Hustling back is Bailey Pepper. Ball headed by Snide. 2 minutes to go here, and that ball will work its way off the end line. But good hustle by the Vikings.
That was
trying to make an offensive.
Not a bad chance by 24. What's her name? 24
is Haley Snyder.
She had some wheels.
Yeah.
She put on a little burst of speed.
Yeah, she had the afterburners turned on.
A smart play right there by the senior. You know what that just did?
Show some time.
Exactly.
But the Eagles don't want to just sit back here and try to hold them off. They got to move that ball forward. So you got to be
everything
careful.
forward.
And
Just
Baker's
everything,
there.
Everything forward.
1:20 to go. Baker will take her time. There's no big rush. Baker with the kick. And Latchmore with the ball. Latchmore battling McDougal.
Latchmore's doing a fine job too.
And nice play by Pepper. And stepping up is number 22. Good job by 22. DeSimone. She sends it up, trying to find Gilmore. And it's onto the foot of Pelkey. And here's Lindsay Gilmore. Gilmore has some room now. Sends it across.
Here's a nice pass. Oh my.
Oh, it got through. Both of them were wide open. Wow.
You can't
What a nice play by the seventh grader to get over.
Oh, she was right there. She's been in a lot of plays.
Yeah, she has.
She really has.
She's not out there playing timid.
No, she's not. There's no problems at all.
And Courtney Gilmore looking to get a shot off.
Not bad.
No, and cross is there. So we have 18 seconds here left, Joe. This game, it looks like it will come to an end. Chazy will move on to the championship game with a 1-0 victory here over Moriah. And you know, Reynolds just getting rid of that thing. And it is official. Chazy wins 1-0, but a good effort by Moriah here tonight. Chazy outshot the Vikings 17-3. Corner kicks favored them 8-0. They only score one goal. But the Eagles move on. They'll either play Elizabethtown or Willsboro on Saturday. Joe the Fish Poisson was on the camera here tonight, did double duty with some commentary. Nice job by Joe. I'm Joey Trombley calling the action. It is the first day of November 2012 on the George Brendler Field. And I'm sure Joe will probably get the handshake here, but as Calvin likes to say, that's the way it was in beautiful downtown Chazy.